Don't make the mistake that I have made way too many times in your meetings and your appointments. Some of you out there, like me, have harmed your reputation, have lost deals and sales, have had your integrity questions because of the way that you are approaching your meetings, whether they be coffees, lunches, networking appointments, all of these things. It's a part of the professional growth world, especially if you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, you're in sales, you're an aspiring professional. The way you're approaching meetings might be costing you. Hello, improvers. I'm Justin Winstead, the Improver Coach, and on today's coaching video, I want to give you a framework that will help you to think about your appointments in a different way. But first, I want to share how this came about and why I feel like it's so important. When I think back to my early college days, there was a person who offered to mentor me professionally, and this person had several decades of experience, and he offered to cook breakfast every week and to share his wisdom and insights with me for free. Man, sweetheart deal. All I had to do was show up and be willing to be humble and to learn, and I could have gotten all of this information that would have been so helpful, and I did do some of that. The problem was I kept showing up late for these meetings. He took offense to that, and rightfully so. We'll call him RC. RC said, Justin, if you want to continue these mentor meetings, you've got to show up on time and you've got to show me that you really care. And he put me in my spot, and I'm glad that he did. And so in my planner that I was using at the time, I wrote these 3 letters, OTP. What it stood for was on time and present. And guys, here's the mistake that I'm seeing executives make, I'm seeing entrepreneurs make, salespeople make, is you are going to meetings and you are showing up late and you're not being fully present while you're there. You're on your phone, you're being distracted, you're looking around, and this is costing some of you big time. We know that our success in life and in business rises and falls on our ability to create meaningful relationships. And some of us are squandering opportunities with incredible people because we're not showing up on time and we are not being fully present when we're there. So I want you to remember this with your meetings to be OTP, on time and present. But that's half of the equation I want to share with you today on this framework. The other half came about many years later as I'm running a business, and we were signed up for a booth at a job fair. And I say we, it was me and my wife at the time, and we were growing an insurance agency, and I wanted to try to go and recruit some potential producers because I was getting more business than I could handle on my own. So as we're on the way to the job fair, I'm imagining the whole way there about how much better life would be if I had this help and how much business that we could grow and what income increase might be coming along the way. And so the whole way there, I'm thinking about me and my wife, and it's really a selfish kind of vantage point as we're going there. And one of the things that she brings up is like, she says, well, Justin, don't forget the situation that these people are in as well. A lot of these are young people. It's their first job. Some people have just been laid off. Some people have been relocated and because of their spouse's job, and they're in transition and they're dealing with a lot of stress. They're dealing with a lot of emotions. And man, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm approaching this meeting, this job fair, from a very selfish point of view. And it reminded me of the quote by Dale Carnegie, and I'm sure that you're familiar with it, but he says the most interesting person in the room is the most interested person in the room. And so you need to be interested in other people. You need to care about their needs and see, well, what is their situation? What are they dealing with? And that actually makes you in turn more interesting. And I thought about it from a moral standpoint and a practical standpoint. It makes a lot more sense for me to go to this job fair, and instead of saying, well, how can they help me, look for ways to help them. So there was 3 L's that we came up with as we prepped for this job fair, and the 3 L's were listen, learn, and love. Some of you are getting uncomfortable with that third one. In our mind, the best way for us to approach this event with these potential applicants was just to listen to them, hear their stories, hear what was going on with them, truly get to know them, ask those open-ended questions and listen for the answers. And then to really try to learn, like, what are we noticing about their personalities? What are we noticing about their emotional state? What are we noticing about potential win-win scenarios for us to partner with them? And then how could we love them by serving them what is truly in their best interest? Those 3 L's are so powerful that I began to write all of my appointments this way. I would think OTP and 3 L's is the way I would approach my appointment. Hey, I've got to have a coffee with this guy. I got to have a lunch meeting with this group of people. I want to be on time and present. And as I go there, be intentional about listening, learning, and loving. Improvers, if you want to make yourself better and you want to make the world better, I really think OTP and 3 L's has a lot of potential for that. I've seen it in my own life, and I know it can have power for you as well. I know that for some of us, by showing up late, by not being present, by not listening, by not being willing to learn and really take advantage of the situation, and by not looking for opportunities to serve, we have missed out so many things. I know there has been money left on the table. There have been relationships that could have been formed, friendships that could have been had. There could have been incredible experiences, and they were sacrificed because I wasn't on time and present, and I didn't listen, learn, and love. So learn from my mistakes and go and make your appointments better. I want to challenge you. Go write that in your next appointment, OTP and 3 L's, and have that as your mindset. Improvers, I hope this has been helpful to you. I want you to stay good, keep getting better. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.